Hello everyone and welcome back to the garden. Now I know we've been totally, daffodil forward on the channel. Like, look at these, they're all pink, they're beautiful. Oh, I love them. And sadly, the time has come, it's that point in the year where the daffodils are finally starting to die back and the show is over. But fortunately enough, there's a lot of things growing. First, we're going to take a look at the snapdragons. These snapdragons were recently installed here in my yard. I did order some of these as a plug tray, but some of them grew from seed from our winter sowing. So if you're unfamiliar with winter sowing, you might want to check that one out. In addition to that, we have sweet peas, which are totally gorgeous. Started these from seeds. Poor germination this time around. I think mice may have gotten into it just a bit. Also wanted to briefly show you some of these dahlias that are coming up. These were dahlias grown from seed by me last year. Most of them bloomed, but I overwintered them in this landscape fabric and had great success. They're all coming back. Wanted to show you these tree peonies. Oh my goodness, look at these. They're amazing. I planted 3 varieties of tree peony last fall. 2 of them bloomed and they are gorgeous. They are more than I could ever have imagined them looking like. They are just really something special. If you've never seen one of these in real life, wow. Can't wait for those to continue to get bigger and bigger and maybe get more blooms. I'm kind of greedy like that, I guess. Just some insanely gorgeous colors there. Even though these plants are small, the blooms are easily the size of my hand. Wanted to show you some of the stuff that I'm planting right now. These are camellias. Look how gorgeous and glossy and lush these came from the Camellia Forest website. I've ordered from them a few years now. The plant quality is just outstanding. These are the quart size, so these are the smallest size that you can order off their website, and they're just so glossy and beautiful. These are hardy to zone 6, all the varieties that I have here. So really at the top range of the hardiness for the camellias. Really looking forward to seeing those establish themselves and seeing the blooms. They're just so incredibly lovely. Also going into the garden, we have several hellebores or hellebores, however you say it. I'm consistently saying things wrong. These were ordered as trays from Farmer Bailey. Little on the expensive side, but anytime you have hellebores, I mean, that's pretty much what you expect. These went into my shaded bed with my hydrangeas that the tree fell on last year, you might remember. I think they'll do really well. The other ones in that bed are doing really great. So I have really, no concerns in terms of whether or not those will grow well or not. Each of these transplants were really big and a good size. Some of them did get tousled around quite a bit in shipping, but nothing broken, nothing damaged, so good to go there. In addition to some of these other perennials, I am planting a large number of lily bulbs. These are all ornamental lily bulbs. Ornamental lilies are my favorite. They come back year after year, and you can use them in cut flowers as long as you've given them enough time to establish themselves so that you're not cutting back the entire length of stem each season. You really want that plant to be robust and healthy and big and strong, well developed for the most part before you start using them as cut flowers. At least that's my own experience. The size of these bulbs varied quite a bit depending upon the variety, but overall they look pretty good. There was only one variety that it was kind of like iffy, like I'm not quite sure. These came from the Facebook group, the Wholesale for Small Cell Growers is where I got these, because you guys are always asking where I get my bulbs and things. Before we move on, this would be my opportunity to slip in some arrangements that I have made recently or throughout the spring. Now the spring's kind of slowing down. We have this one with the muscari and this gorgeous split cup daffodil. We also have one that was arranged more with the tulips. These are that beautiful purple bicolor tulip, as well as I think it was some geranium daffodils, really highly scented and fragrant. I haven't made many flower arrangements lately, but I did want to include it. I know I'm not very good at it per se, and there's not a lot of interest for standalone videos when it comes to flower arranging and that kind of thing, but I still like to do it, and I still like to kind of sneak these arrangements into videos whenever I have the opportunity, so I thought I would do that. Moving on, let's take a look at some of the things that will be blooming somewhat shortly here in the yard. Exciting! Notable among the things coming up, we have the Dutch irises. You remember last season I planted that large planting of Dutch irises. They are about to burst into bloom, starting to see the first little pockets of color. Ideally, I would pick these now if I were, using them for cut flowers, but I'm just going to let them grow in the garden this year probably. And also have the bearded irises on the way over the last couple seasons. I've really increased numbers of bearded irises that I have in the yard, and I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping the weeds out. You guys know I'm terrible at keeping the weeds out of things. So far, so good. Also, I wanted a sneak peek at these ranunculus. Ooh, I'm so excited. I just love ranunculus. I think it's one of my all-time favorite flowers, and there will be a ranunculus tour coming soon. They're not doing the greatest this year, but you know what? You gotta give and take, trial and error, all that good stuff. This is the first time I've completely grown them out open in the field like this, so it has definitely been a learning experience. That is for sure. Other than that, most everything is coming to a close. That includes the tulips and all of the daffodils, as I already mentioned. So, we had a really good spring, but also times are a changing, and I'll be getting ready to get most of my tender plants into the ground at the end of this month with the arrival of our last frost date. It's really about it for this video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. I realize I'm not like the other channels, and I'm not the kind of, I don't have the personality to be dancing around on the camera, and it's just not me, and I apologize for that, but I do really appreciate you guys that have, kind of stuck around and stayed with me, even though, I can't give you that. So thank you for accepting me the way I am and for supporting the channel, because without you, it really wouldn't be possible, and I genuinely mean that. So just thank you. I hope you're having a really great day, and I hope it's gorgeous wherever you are. You totally deserve it. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.